In this video, we're taking a journey through the cosmos as we explore the often overlooked but undeniably captivating race of the Kroot. I hope you have a healthy appetite because, well, they eat their victims. Yeah. Recently at the Las Vegas Open, Games Workshop announced the release of the Kroot Hunting Pack box set. That's Kroot, not to be mistaken with Groot. Totally different universe. The Kroot are part of the TauEmpire, but are totally different looking than the typical Gundam robots that you're used to seeing with the Tau. But who are the Kroot? Why do they exist? And what kind of flavor in terms of lore and gameplay do they bring to the TauEmpire? It's time to answer those questions. Before we jump in, however, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content from Dadhammer. So just who are the Kroot? The Kroot are a Xenos species within the Warhammer 40,000 setting, hailing from the eastern fringes of the galaxy and serving as mercenaries and allies to the TauEmpire. They were discovered by the TauEmpire during their expansion and integration of alien races into the greater good ideology. The Kroot's physical characteristics are humanoid in shape, but have bird-like features with beak-like mouths and sharp talons. Their bodies are covered in quills, and they have a hunched posture. Imagine if prehistoric creatures sat at their desks all day and had back problems. Yeah, a little too familiar. Anyway, the Kroot possess a unique ability called biomorphism, which allows them to adapt physically based on the genetic material they consume. Culturally, the Kroot operate as a highly tribal and nomadic society. They have a complex system of leadership based on strength and combat prowess. The Kroot shapers, or spiritual leaders, guide their tribes and make decisions regarding the consumption of genetic material to evolve their species. So basically, they advise their neighbors on how to eat their victims. Gross. After consuming the flesh of fallen enemies, Kroot individuals can gain new abilities such as enhanced strength, agility, or even psychic resistance. This process is central to their culture and evolution, and probably the reason for long-term counseling sessions. Just saying. The TauEmpire, recognizing the unique skills of the Kroot and their weird diet, have formed an alliance with them. Kroot kindreds often serve as mercenaries and auxiliaries for the Tau, providing them with reconnaissance, close-quarters combat, and other specialized roles on the battlefield. The Kroot have encountered various other factions in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, and their interactions are often shaped by their mercenary activities. They have been known to work alongside other alien races and even chaos forces when the situation calls for it. Despite their mercenary nature, the Kroot are considered valuable allies to the Tau. They share a common goal of advancing the principles of the greater good, which emphasizes unity, progress, and cooperation among different species. Now let's dive into the playstyle and tactics of the Kroot on the tabletop. The Kroot excel in ambush hunting, whittling down their enemy with their Kroot rifles before charging in with blades to hack and slash at their prey. And let's not forget about their weird bird features, such as their talons and beak-like mouths for some extra damage dealing. But just like any faction, the Kroot do have their weaknesses. One wound on the Kroot carnivores, for example, leaves them vulnerable to heavy firepower, so knowing when to move them out of the shadows and when to retreat is key. Having Kroot carnivores at your disposal also gives you a multitude of unique units to add a little flavor to your army. As part of the new Las Vegas Open announcements with the Kroot, they announced the Kroot Shaper, War Shaper, and a Flesh Shaper. I think you can guess what he does. Anyone need a new leather bag? What about the Kroot's heavy support? Don't want to bring a Tau battlesuit along? Just roll out a couple of Krootox beasts laying down heavy fire and rampaging into lines of enemy units. Did I forget to mention that Games Workshop promised more Kroot models later in the year? Yeah. Needless to say, they are doubling down on the Kroot, which should provide plenty of options for Tau players that want more bird, dinosaurs, swamp, aliens in their army, because why not? And there you have it, a brief exploration of the Kroot. So whether you are a newcomer or a veteran player, the Kroot definitely give you a new and interesting perspective to take to the battlefield with your TauEmpire army or to run solo as their own force. Are you a fan of the Kroot, or are you sticking to the more traditional robot feel of the TauEmpire? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching as always, and I hope the dice rolls are always in your favor, and if not, you may end up on the Kroot all-you-can-eat buffet. Yeah, still gross. I'm David the War Boss, and we'll see you next time.